name is Jessica of Awkward Embraces. This is Lisa, my life partner, my soulmate. Right now I'm doing the Awkward Embraces Season 2 Indiegogo thank you videos. This is my 9th one in a row, so I apologize if I'm falling all over myself. For those of you who don't know, we are fundraising on Season 4. We are fundraising on Indiegogo.
We have a Season 4?
What? No, we are fundraising on Indiegogo to finish Season 2, and one of the perks is...
Lisa.
One of the perks, if you donate a certain amount of money, is that you can send 10 questions to your favorite cast member, and we will film them and put them up on our YouTube. So, this video has to start with an apology, because the first video I ever did, I kept saying they were Jason Martin's questions. They were Jonathan Hewlett's questions, and I didn't discover it until later. I was just completely brain fried, and somewhere when I printed out, it was in an email, and so I copied and pasted the questions over, and then typed the name in, and somewhere my brain just switched them. So I want to apologize to Jonathan Hewlett. I'm so sorry about that. Because this is Jason Martin's actual questions. And these actually came in to my email while we were shooting the other ones, so the questions were actually on my phone instead of having been put into a Word document and printed out. So, Jason Martin, hi. Thank you so much for donating. You're awesome. Here are your questions. Number 1, how many of the situations you write about are taken from real life events? Quite a few. Season 2 is pretty much all just sort of made up-ish. But they all kind of, if the whole thing didn't actually happen, it's at least like little bits are taken. You know, I'll have a conversation with someone about a funny thing about dating, and then I'll sort of be like, how can I put that in the show? And then I'll sort of make an episode out of it, that kind of thing. So it's all inspired by real life, I can say that. Season 1, almost all of the episodes are actually based on real life events. But they're all inspired by real life, if that makes sense. 2, what is your ideal guy like? That's a hard question. If you lined up all the guys I've ever dated in like a police lineup, none of them, they wouldn't look like they had anything in common. You would be like, what? Are you serious? I'm very picky. So it's something about like, I have to meet them in person too, and there's sort of like an instantaneously I'm either interested or I'm not interested, and it happens like that fast. So like I tried to internet date and it didn't work because I would you know, talk to these guys on the phone and email them and stuff, and then I would meet them, and like if there wasn't that thing that I don't even know how to describe, I don't know, it doesn't mean, it isn't anything, it's just a feeling. I'm either into them or I'm not, and it all depends on when I meet them. I mean, every girl has things that she looks for. They pretty much have to be taller than me. That's my only physical thing. Like, I've dated guys who looked all different kinds of ways, but I just really like it if they're taller than me. I just don't like feeling big. You know, I'm a big girl. Like, I'm tall, and I'm not, like, tall and scrawny. I'm, like, tall and farm girl, you know? So, yeah, and then, I mean, I like it if they like the same stuff I like, because then there's common ground, you know, and you can talk about stuff and everything. So, but I don't know, I'm open to all different kinds of people. It's just there's that thing. They just have to have that thing. I don't know what it is. It's just there. It's not there. So, that's probably the worst answer to that question ever. If you had to choose between acting and writing to do for the rest of your life, which would it be and why? I refuse to choose. No, I had this conversation with somebody that they were saying that you can't be really good at everything. You have to pick something and specialize, which I think has some validity, but there's no reason why I can't do all of them, both of them, if I want to. There's pros and cons to both. I mean, I love both, for sure. The problem with acting is that unless you're creating something for yourself to do, you pretty much have to wait around until someone decides that they want you to do something. You know, not wait around, you audition and you do this and you do that, but still someone else has the power to choose whether or not they put you in this thing, which can be very frustrating. Writing you can do anytime, anywhere, any place. If you get the urge, you just do it. So, I mean, you can do that with acting, but it's not really the same to sort of stand in your room and recite Shakespeare. Like, you know, it's not the same. So, but I'm an actress first and foremost. I've always been an actress. I don't know if I would write something that didn't have a decent role for me in it. You know what I mean? I don't know that I would produce something that didn't have a decent role for me in it, because that's such a huge part of it for me. I want to do all of it. So, there you go. How similar is real life Jessica to Awkward Embraces Jessica? I don't know. What do you think? I'm less awkward than she is. I'm as awkward as she is, but I'm more capable of like pretending like I'm not, and I do much better. I have better social skills than Jessica does. Let's say that. I'm not as clueless about dating as she is. I was familiar with what a booty call was years ago, not just recently. Yeah, so she's more innocent than I am. She's more socially awkward than I am. She's just the extreme of me, I guess. Yeah, she's me times 10. I think. I hope. For the love of God, I really hope that's true. If you could get one person to be a guest star in Awkward Embraces, who would it be? Will Wheaton. He's my number one choice. For a lot of reasons. Of course, I'm a Next Generation fan and all that stuff, but I discovered his blog about 5 years ago, and I just have so much respect for him. I have so much respect for who he is, what he's done with his writing, the things that he writes about, the way that he writes on his blog, like the person that he has become, and the personality that he projects, and what he does with his blog and with his work and his fame and everything. I just have 8,000 tons of respect for him, and I would love to work with him. More than anything, I just want to meet him in person, just so I can say, you know, this is how your work has affected me. This is how, you know, reading your blog and watching your career and what you've done with your career, how that has inspired me. I would really like to be able to meet him, and just be able to tell him that in person. So if anybody knows a way that I could meet Will Wheaton and gush about how awesome he is for like a few minutes, let me know. Or he could just watch this video, but not really, because it's you know, I would say it different. I would say it better. No, probably not. If you were a superheroine, what would your name be, and what would be your superpower? I'm really bad with names. I don't know if you've noticed. I'm really bad at coming up with names for things, which is why everyone has their own name on this show. Because if I try and make up names, it's like Shasta and Biff. Like, I don't know. I just can't. They're like John Smith. You know what I mean? I'm just bad at it. I don't know what my name would be. My superpower, I would definitely want to fly. I would want to fly. But in order to be a superhero, I would probably have to take like Krav Maga or something, so that then I could kick ass. Because really, if all you do is fly, like, what can you really do? There's not a whole lot you can do. I can avoid traffic, which is really my ultimate goal with having that superpower. Somebody asked me what my favorite superpower would be, and I would be like, I would fly. And they were like, where would you fly to? And I was like, work. Because I don't have to drive on either the 405 or Sepulveda, both of which will have construction on them for the next 9 years. What would my name be? Something, but it really should be more of a Lois Lane situation where someone else names me, because I just can't do it. I don't know if she named Superman in the comics, but she did in the Christopher Reeve version. Didn't she?
I don't remember.
I feel like she did.
Marathon.
What place have you been wanting to visit for the first time? Oh, dude, everywhere. I want to go everywhere. If we're talking overseas, I have to say Ireland is at the top of the list. My dog is snoring. When my dog snores, I have this Pavlovian reaction where I immediately get sleepy because at night she gets under the covers and she sleeps and she starts snoring. So it's like my brain is programmed when my dog snores to go to sleep. So I'm gonna have to wake her up after this is over just so I can get some work done. Right. So where do I want to visit? Oof, I just want to visit everywhere. But really, at the top of the list is definitely Ireland because I've always wanted to go there. My background is all like Welsh, Irish, Scotch, English. So I definitely want to visit Ireland. I have very strong like ancestral ties there, I guess. I feel like I do. I've made it up in my head. But also, I've become really good friends with the guys at Pop Culture Monster, Kieran and Ian, and they're cool, and it would just be a lot of fun to go and like visit them and have them show me around and get drunk in a pub, surrounded by Irish speakers. So yeah, that would be fun. That's sort of my first on my list. What vice would you love to give up? My inability to work out on a regular basis. I'll get into it and I'll do it all the time, but I'll overdo it. Where like I'll run like 6 days because I'm so excited that I'm working out, and then I like injure myself. I won't work out again for like 6 months. Patty knows, she's nodding.
Yes.
So yeah, I wish I could just work out like a normal person where I do a moderate amount of exercise every day and I take 2 days off or whatever, but I tend to either get overexcited or completely underexcited. So my laziness, my physical laziness would be my, yes. Has your great 2011 STTNG rewatch changed your view of the series? Yes. Absolutely. I've got a whole new respect for the show, with the exception of season 1. I was appalled. I was shocked at how awful season 1 is. It's just terrible. I love the show. I will always love the show. I will always tell people they should watch it, but season 1 is terrible. However, the growth between season 2 to season 7 is phenomenal. And you really see like the way they develop the characters. You know, the fact that they were able to, they had some kind of interesting adventure in every episode, but they had such great character development. And a lot of times it would be a character-driven episode, but it didn't feel like it. It didn't feel like the action slowed down so that Data could build a daughter. And that whole episode, you're watching him and in this experience, and it's a beautiful, beautiful episode. I'm seriously getting choked up talking about it. Like, episode 6 is totally real. If I talk about TTNG, I get very like verklempt. So yeah, I have a whole new respect for how awesome it is. Do you know what you will greatly rewatch after you're done with Star Trek TNG? Here's the problem. I have the second to last episode and the last episode left for TNG, and I can't bring myself to watch them. I have to finish. But I just recently, I want to do a Great DS9 rewatch, I want to do Voyager rewatch, but last night I accidentally ordered the wrong Netflix DVDs. I don't know what happened with my queue. I don't know if I was like drunk or confused or tired. I don't know what happened, but I got these weird discs in Netflix. So I've watched everything on my DVR and my Netflix, so I was looking through Instant View and I saw Sequest was on. So I watched the first episode of Sequest, and now I'm totally like back into that. So it might sort of accidentally be a great Sequest rewatch. My mom's gonna be mad because she wants me to watch Stargate, and I will eventually watch Stargate. So yeah, Sequest is next, and that's it. Thank you so much, Jason Martin. You're awesome. All your support. Thank you. Okay, bye.